Hello everyone. Welcome to my stream. Today I have a cool idea. The idea is about Nomad visas. So we will learn about them. Let me here show myself. The quality today is not that good. Something wrong. Anyway. Okay. Hello. Nice to see you. Okay. Today we will talk about Nomad visas. We can brainstorm them. I usually once I did already such stream where we brainstormed the best English countries to live in. And today we will brainstorm the Nomad visas. Maybe it will be better for me if I would add another screen here. Okay. I know what do you see now? And is it better or not? But if I show, for example, no, in this case I have to show the camera, so sorry about that. I will fix this. We'll add the camera as well. Oh, crazy. So what do you know about Nomad visas? Do you know anything about them? Oh my god. Okay, now it's better. Here we go. So here I will be me. It will be me here, and there we will have the screen. It's much better like this. Okay, this one should be deleted. So we'll check the Nomad visas, different types, because a lot of people like they said like to go to a country that gives Nomad visas. But Nomad visa, they have a requirement. The requirement is the income. Like, for example, today I've seen some countries with Nomad visa that gives like that ask for 3,700 a month you have to earn. It's really crazy. I mean, even I think in developed countries, not everyone is earning $3,700. Okay. And we will check them one by one. Okay, let's take Georgia. Maybe they mean Georgia, the one that is next to Russia, because there is like another Georgia. Yes, Tbilisi, etc. So Georgia, you have to prove that you make $2,000 per month, like despite being not, I mean, that I don't know, powerful country. So they ask for $2,000. Do you think it's easy to make $2,000? I don't think so. I mean, hello, Alison. Nice to see you. So the topic today will be about Nomad visas. I don't know what I opened here. Okay, we start by Georgia. So 2,000 a month. For us, for example, with the YouTube and all the support and everything, I mean, I barely make like 1,000. So 2,000 a month, and they have to prove monthly. And my wife also like makes about $700-800 a month by teaching. So, and they give this visa, for example, for people who work and who can prove that they have that income, maybe for months. Sometimes they ask to prove that you have that income for 6 months, for like regularly you have that. Some of them, they ask for 1 year to prove. Anyway, so Georgia, it's, I mean, for Russians, they can live at least, I mean, 1 year there without visa. But after that, they will have to make it. And even though, like, Georgia, it's a bit expensive for us. Like, comparing to Turkey, we are used to such prices in Turkey. Okay, Croatia. Okay, let's check Croatia, how much they ask. Also, income to prove more than 2,232 euro per month. And here, like you see, 26,000 in 12 months. The same here. I mean, while looking, I mean, I may find now a country that maybe where we shouldn't prove income. There are such countries, or where the income that should be proved like only a little amount, like less than 1,000. So for us, like for example, Croatia is not an option if we go with the Nomad visa. Okay, Czech Republic. Income to prove 5,500. I mean, even people in Europe, I think like all people in Europe make more than 5,000 a month per person. Of course, I mean, this one also, I think, per person per month. The same. All of them like per person. Why they write here per person? Just to emphasize that it's 5,000 per person. It's not. But if both you and your wife work and only need, it's not cash that we need. Here you need to prove that you have work, that you have a salary, such salary, or you have just income always regularly coming to your bank account. €14,250. Where? You mean where? Georgia or? I don't think we can prove that. I mean, 14,000. Where is the 13? I don't see it here. Anyway, like 5,000 in Czech Republic. Okay, Estonia. Croatia, you mean? So Croatia, they ask for 4,000 a month, like 2,000 a month, or 26,000 for 12 months, not 14,000. Why? 14,000 per person or what? Plus 10% for partner. This is for one person, an additional 10% required per partner member. Like 10% of this. So half that if you both worked. I don't know. I don't understand why half of that, like 2,000 per month for both, maybe. I don't think so. If you add 10% and the half is for one person, in addition 10% is required per partner family member. I don't get it. Anyway, even like 1,000 we make only for two of us. 1,000, and I mean 1,500. And we don't have like I don't know. Will they accept, for example, like the Turkish? And we didn't use all the money like by card. We used a lot of cash here. So yeah, we used a lot of cash. I should like use all the thing, but it was hard. Like I didn't have the card here and a lot of stuff. Anyway, I mean we are not going to Croatia because it's expensive there living. I'm just like checking. If you both work with, you will need 14,000 euros actually. Nomad Visa for which country? I just got here. Okay, I am just checking. Like, for example, a lot of people usually advise me to make the Nomad Visa, but when I see here, like, they require 2,232 per month. So it's not our case. Anyway, I will think about this Croatia again. I didn't get you about it. I think it's 2,000 per person. This is what I think. I don't know. That means 26,000 euro in a month. This is for one person. In addition, 10% is per partner family member. I think even like additional from what I understand here, they mean that another 10% is required if you have like a family member. That means 26,000, 10% from the 26,000, and 10% from 26,000. It's not 14,000. 10% from this is like let's say 2,670. This one, this 10%, 2,000. That means the additional that's needed it's plus 2,600, and it will be like about 29,000, something like that. This is what I understand. I don't know. Anyway, here's the link where I'm reading, and you can check or think what they mean by that. I will not like talk about that a lot. Half of it, yeah. If we could work both of us, half of it, so we will not make it. It's simple. It's I mean crazy that Czech Republic they ask 5,000. Estonia, they don't accept Russians at all. Like they don't give them a visa at all. But anyway, they ask for 3,000. They ask for 3,000. Okay, Iceland. They ask for 9,000 euro. Interesting. These nomad visas, and I mean they are not that helpful. Crazy. 9,000. Who make that? But maybe there are like those people who work with a long time, like freelancers and they have already like a big business in online and the website and a lot of clients. Maybe they could. So Germany. So the Germany is good, for example, like, but in Germany it's also expensive life. So proof of self-sustainability plus you need to address in Germany. But anyway, when you go there and you tell them how much is proof of self-sustainability, they will tell you like a few thousands, maybe 2,000. Anyway, like the life there is expensive, but maybe some people who are watching or who will watch this stream, it would be interesting for them. Okay, Norway. Like 50 countries that can give nomad visas for freelancers. Hello, Karina. Norway. Here, what they mean, like plus proof of accommodation. 35,000 euro income to prove in 6 months and up to 6 years. Like the visa itself, Norway, whoa. Norway, the visa itself costs like 600. Plus the income to prove 35,000, I mean like yearly. It's interesting if that's yearly or not. Hello everyone who's joining. 35,000 plus proof accommodation. So it's not the case at all here. Portugal. We were looking into Portugal. Oh, this one is good. This if we will get the visa. Okay, Portugal has the D7 visa, which works well for digital nomad and valid for 1 year. But you can renew this up to 5 years. So we found something, I mean, interesting for us. In October 2000, they launched this recently. Less paperwork than D7 visa will give you pathway to permanent residency. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. This one is good. Portugal. We learn Portuguese. This one maybe is good. 1 year up to 6 years, income to prove 600 only per month. Yeah. The cost is unknown for 1 year. What is this difference about both 3,000 and 600? 3,000 per month. This can come from a variety of sources. 1 year, 3,000 per month, 4 times the minimum wage in Portugal. 3,000 or 600. It's unknown. Sometimes we should do our own research and check in other websites. Nomad Visa Portugal. I think I saw it somewhere. It's yeah, it's not 600 here. Yeah, 2,800 or something like that. Yeah, Portugal is also not the case for us. But what do they mean by this wage? They have the minimum wage 800, but if you are a freelancer, you have to earn at least 2,000. Maybe something like that. Looks like the D7 visa is more flexible. Here's the D7. Passive income require Portugal, which yearly 8,400. Like, I mean, 8,400 divide per 12. It's 700. This is the one. So it's different. The passive income must be at least the minimum salary required in Portugal, which 8,400 per year. So they have different kind of visas. This one, if we apply for it, it will be good. Okay. This is as an option. Okay, we'll bookmark it. So we found that Portuguese, it's the language Portugal. It's a good option for us. Yeah. This is passive income though, from investment or rent received if you own property. I think that they will not give this D7 for simple work. I mean, any kind of work. I mean, yeah, very confusing. Yeah. You must fulfill the following. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we have to contact the embassies. Anyway, Portugal, it's a good option. And let's check more. Spain. Income to prove 2,000. Yeah, I mean, Portugal and Spain are very close to each other, and maybe they won't accept like that, the old one maybe. Who knows? And they have the same, maybe 2,000 per month. So there's like two. They always like here in this website they include like two: cost of visa and cost of visa. Length 1 year, and can be renewed. 1 year can be renewed to maximum of 5 years. Like there is different. This one, I don't know. Work is not passive income. So they mean passive income. That means the passive income means you have a business and you have stable money. Like I said in the beginning, like it's not like just, I mean, it's stable income every single month, and you have to prove it, like that you had this income even before. So it means you must have stocks, shares, rental, property, crypto, etc., which makes yeah. Anyway, Spain is also not the case, not decent, not these like 2,000. Okay, Malta, it's 2,000 per month plus a rental contract or property purchase. 2,000. Like in Italy, they have like very cheap properties, like for $1 or something like that. They have like some places there, and but you have to deposit $3,000 in the bank or something like that. I don't remember the town where they kind of empty town. They don't have a lot of people there, and they want people to come there. They have a program like very cheap properties there. Investment money from owning real estate, earning that you don't have to do anything to earn it. I see. So you mean like all Nomad Visa like this, or I thought Nomad Visa is you just have to show them the income you make, and that's it. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I don't know where you here see like it should be passive income. Anyway, okay. It's better, like, I mean, to ask each embassy directly, to be sure. Greece. Only D7, not Nomad, okay. Greece, 3,000 per month, plus 20% of spouse partner and 15% of each child. Hmm. Here, what they mean, for example, like 3,500 per month plus 20% for spouse person, like 20% of this. Yeah, maybe like I have, for example, to earn 3,500. Yeah, like you said in the beginning, like 2,000 between us. It would be hard to prove because here we use cash a lot in Turkey because I mean we receive dollar, we go to take dollar and exchange it to lira, and we just use that cash. We don't put on the card. Maybe it was like a mistake we did. We weren't putting all the money in the card. So we can't like prove maybe. I guess D7 is more an option for a retired person who has investment but not actively working. Maybe. Because there are like different Nomad Visa, maybe for retired people or for workers. Anyway, like most of Nomad Visa, so anyone will ask me about make the Nomad Visa. Most of Nomad Visa, they ask for at least 2,000 euro, 2,000 dollar. I mean, if I was making that, I would like directly go there. I mean, but what's the country? Romania, 3,000. Hungary, 2,000. Cyprus, 3,000. Like Cyprus, it's very close from Turkey. 3,000. Latvia, I think they are not letting Russians in the country. They don't give them visa anymore. So, income to prove 5 times the average Latvian annual wage. Anyway, I made this stream just like an information, and let's check. In Latvia, the average decreased to €1 a month. So 1,000 euro a month, something like that. Yeah, 2.5 times. That means, yeah, like if we like 2,000 to 500 or something like that. They ask for to prove the income to prove. Albania. This is interesting. Sufficient. It's, I mean, it's interesting how much is sufficient. I don't know about streams. I mean, just stream when I have time. Maybe from tomorrow I will not be able to stream for a long time, because if tomorrow real estate guy maybe with the owner will come, maybe they will give us the money and they will tell us leave the apartment, so we will not have like I don't know, access to internet unless we will like find a hotel with good internet, with good Wi-Fi. Albania sufficient. Albania. Okay, let's Albania. This is what I do usually. Albania. Visa for Russians, like they give. Oh, they don't need visa, Russians to Albania, and they give them maybe 30 days to live there as usual. Yeah, no. Let's check. Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that it's not like not that long when they enter. That's why I mean. Oh, 3 months should be. They don't need visa. Ah, no, they need visa anyway. Yeah. They need visa. In one website saying they need visa, in another they don't need visa. Ah, 90 days, so they give. Ah, they don't need visa and they can stay 90 days. Okay, more likely. There has been a busy day with stream today. Not sure about Romania or Bulgaria, but I think they are pretty low cost of living. Okay, so Albania is also an option. We have to think quick, that's why I wanted to sleep today, but I thought I have to stream about this. Because tomorrow, if they will come, we will have to leave. And we will leave to any country, maybe for 30 days and see there, or 90 days for close country. And see what's next. Okay, we'll add this to the bookmark this and see. Okay, Albania sufficient. How much sufficient? It's unknown. Let's how annual wage, not annual wage, Albania monthly wage. Albania monthly wage. Per month. Why do you have to leave? Because we want to leave Turkey. Don't want to live here anymore. Oh, $300 a month. Interesting. Because we have no future in Turkey. We can't get the residence. We have no future. We will take our money that we paid for the apartment and we will leave. We don't have any future. Hello, Jerry. Hello, everyone who is joining. Don't have the future in Turkey. We need a country that will give us a residence. In Turkey, they told us to rent an apartment for 1 year, and when we rented, we rejected our residence, and we are appealing, and most likely, like all Russians who appealed for this, they get also refusal again. So we don't want to waste time and just leave. Albania, it's an option. Okay, we have maybe Portuguese. I bookmarked that. We have Albania, like the closest one. And let's see more. Barbados. I don't know. I have no idea where is this Barbados situated. Income per year to prove 50,000. So let's check where is this Barbados. Maybe somewhere in... it's an island. Good one. Latin America. But it's in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how. They could have maybe storms. They have earthquakes. They have maybe, I don't know, tsunami. When I see such islands, I am afraid of them. Yeah. Anyway, so Barbados, it's 50,000 a year. That means a month, like 50,000 divided by 12, 4,000 a month. So this is Barbados. Who want to go to Barbados? So Antigua and Barbuda. The same. Also more likely. I add this or not. It's also more likely in Latin America. I am becoming an expert in visas and in things like this as well. Okay. Barbados or any of those islands aren't for you. Yeah, I know. I just in this stream, I just want to at least to feel that I am a regular person who haven't who is not running from anywhere and who is who just want to live his life and get a visa and enjoy his life. Let me at least dream of that. Rents in Barbados look very high when I look at 2020. Yeah, okay. It's clear, I mean, those islands. So, this one also, Bermuda. Bermuda also seems to be an island. Enough to support yourself, which is a lot in Bermuda. Which is a lot. How much a lot? It's not clear. Okay. Dream, yeah. Bermuda. Ooh. The way it's expensive there. I mean, anytime, like, in such islands, imagine, like, tsunami will come or I don't know, storm. It's maybe dangerous to live there, I know. Anyway. Which is a lot, that means a lot, I mean, so it's not for me. What countries have you now with your future down to? Not yet. There are a lot of options. And we are kind of in hurry because like the real estate contacted me and I don't know tomorrow if they will just give us the money and let us leave or not. Anguilla. Income to prove. It's unknown. Anguilla, it's interesting where it's situated. The same places. So anyway, I mean, we will not go to maybe to how to say Latin America because the ticket there at least is $2,500 for all of us. $2,500 for all of us. Yeah, by the way, I have to check here. Oh, I hided this because I mean, because of this, I hided this. Okay. Yesterday I also missed. Someone donated and I missed that. Anyway, I'm not seeing. If you see anyone like here some notification, let me know. Okay, let's continue here. Anguilla. Most island will be expensive because everything is shipped into them. Oh, yeah, it's a good reason. Montserrat. 70,000 per year. It's about like 5 or 6,000 a month. It's also an island somewhere there. The same. Okay. Anyway, if anyone want to go to Montserrat, so you have to prove the income 70,000 per year. Dominicana. Dominicana, we thought about it a lot, like a lot of people. Thank you, Carmen, for donating. Yeah, I hope he's here now. Yeah. Uh, Dominicana, a lot of Russians also went there. Oh, now it's 70,000 as well per year income. They also give Nomad Visa. For now, we have Albania and Portuguese. Portuguese with the D7 visa, maybe, or Albania because their income is low. They will give us like Albania for 1 year. It's cool. It's interesting how Albania looks like. I have never been there. The Bahamas. A letter from your current employee or proof of self-employed income. I think in Bahamas also it's high. It's kind of island as well. And even the cost of the program, 1,000 per first application you just have to pay, and 5,000 for each dependent. Yeah, a lot of them. Even the visa costs money, not only in the income you need. Yeah, Portugal maybe that's an option. Curacao. What is Curacao? It seems like Spanish or Italian. Proof of self-fancy. How much? Where is that? It's very funny how we look for a country to like we choose Turkey just because it was cheap. We didn't know anything about it. It's also in Latin America, and most likely everything will be expensive there, but because it's an island, and it's maybe a lot of light and from the phone, and my eyes hurt. Okay, hello everyone who joined. 29 people watching. Great. So let's continue. If you have any ideas about Nomad visas, share in the comments. Possibly only 35. So we have here this one also. Could be expensive there to live. I live on the border between Spain and Portugal. Okay, cool. So I may meet you there. Saint Lucia. Okay. Oh, don't prove any income and get the Nomad Visa. And for 1 year. Multiple entry visa. Ooh. It's excited. And this is the price of the visa. They don't have to prove anything. I was looking for something like that. Haha. So, where is it? It's interesting. I mean, those islands, in all of them, it's the life is expensive. Okay, let's also bookmark this. As you see, like when you see it blue, that means I already looked for that. I mean, I looked for a residence there. I looked for Nomad Visa there. It's blue. They need Schengen visa to Portugal. Yeah, I mean, Schengen visa, it's not an issue. You pay for it and you get it. Like, it was funny when all these things started. I mean, like a lot of European countries, they didn't say that they will not accept Russian. They said they will increase the price of the visa from, I don't know, it was $25 to $80, something like that. I mean, making money. Don't go to Ireland. They are expensive. Yeah, more likely it's expensive. I'm just, I don't know, adding it in case. Yeah, since it's hard to, so you don't have to prove anything, but I mean, maybe it's very hard it's very expensive to live there. Grenada also, it's, oh, 37,000. Yeah, this Grenada is not for us. St. Lucia, murder rate, and home to just to it's murder rate. Yeah. So it's not safe. Anyway, Grenada also seems to be like, where's Grenada? Seems to be like an island. So for now, we shouldn't consider this Saint, how to call it, Saint Lucia, because it's an island and it's expensive there, and maybe they have like criminal rate, or how to say. So guess has technical difficulties that can't be fixed at the moment. Who has technical difficulties? Me? Do you hear me very well? Everything is okay? Okay, Grenada. Grenada, we said. For now, like, I have to still two options, Albania and Portugal. I will choose between them. Grenada also, it's also an island. They demand 37,000 annually. So if you have that, then you can go there. But it seems that it's how to say, maybe expensive to deliver their things and etc. Portugal has good standards and cheap living, good climate and nice people. Yeah, Portugal, maybe we'll be there. It's an option for us. It's cool. Costa Rica. Let's go to Costa Rica and check. Income to prove 2,500 per month. So if you have it, welcome to Costa Rica. Caribbean islands. Okay. Oh, Caribbean islands. Those are Caribbean. I didn't know. I watched the movie, all the series with the how what's his name, with the Johnny Depp, and I didn't know that Caribbean islands. Okay, let's keep looking. Mexico. Yeah, you like hello here. You just felt it. You have intuition that the next one will be Mexico. Okay, let's see. 1,600 a month, or bank balance 27,000. Ooh. Sorry, no. Sorry, no. Okay. Panama. But anyway, like if you have 1,600 income, you can go to, you can get the Nomad Visa and go enjoy Mexico. Mexico, it's nice. Okay, Panama. 36,000 a year. It's a lot. But I think Panama, it's an expensive country to live in. Panama. Where are you? Oh. Interesting place. I was looking up passive income and found a site that says YouTube is passive, but they used the ad revenue as example. But still, yes, worth looking into. Yeah. We can say that YouTube is passive income. I know my wife is also teaching for a long time. She can prove that. I mean, for her, she can prove that she is earning. I mean, for me, I mean, the money that I use only cash. But even like, but her, she can prove from her Russian Russian card that she earns that amount, 700, 800, something like that. Maybe for Portugal, we should prove that. Would you consider Uzbekistan? I guess they might need Arab Russian translation. I don't know. That's you can say Uzbekistan. It's an option because it's still like close to Russia and still, I mean, anything can happen, and it's cold there as well. I don't know. It's also an option. Uzbekistan is just an option. Okay, Panama 36,000 if you need. Belize. Where is this Belize? Also kind of islands. So most of islands, they want freelancers to come there. But somebody said that it's not that safe there. Oh, Belize, it's there. Also between. Okay. We are learning geography here. Uzbekistan even has some schools that still use Russian language. Yeah, a lot of people speak Russian. Yeah. Okay, 75,000. This Belize is not an option for us, but if you have 70,000 a year, so you can go there. Yeah. Here we go. Let's continue. Yeah, Brazil. So I've been told that Brazil it's very good in a lot of terms. Ad revenue may be passive, but maybe not donations. Oh, I don't think they will check donation, not donation. They will just see the AdSense, how much you have, or how much you have in the bank account. I don't know. They won't like ask me if you know, because in the AdSense, when we like show our income in the AdSense, it doesn't show any donation, not ads, not anything, because AdSense it's a place where all the income from YouTube, from donations, from websites, sometimes like people link their websites to the AdSense. So the AdSense shows only the amount that you earn. It doesn't show where it's coming from. Maybe it's deep in some advanced options. But I don't think like, I mean, in my opinion, Nomad it doesn't mean passive income. Nomad, that means for people who are freelancers or who are like working in a company and they have such salary that will be enough for them to live in that country. They will not be homeless. I think that's what those countries want. They don't want to see people homeless and begging for money or asking for money outside in the street. They want to see like at least people who can afford to rent, to eat, to everything. Imagine like a lot of homeless coming and lots of people without any income. To be crazy. And the criminal rate will increase and all the troubles will increase. Okay, Brazil. Oh, Brazil doesn't ask a lot. 1,500 per month. We are kind of close to that. I mean, not that close, but I mean. So they don't demand a lot. Also for 1 year, can be renewed. And in countries like Brazil and others, it's easy to get the citizenship. Ecuador, I think it's next to Brazil. Oh, it's less, 1,275. And they give it for 2 years. Whoa. But 1,275, yeah. We don't have that, but in case you think that it will be interesting to you, so you can go live in Ecuador, a nice beautiful place with such little income. For some people, like it's little, who made a few $1,000s a month. I think someone like Ivan the Sanctioned can afford that for him. Yeah. Okay. Dubai. Oh. We run from Dubai. €5 per month. Okay, 1 year, €5 per month. Dubai. Okay, Taiwan. 5,700 per month. Oh, it's a lot. Taiwan is, I think it's next to China or something like that. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, I am not that clear. I'm like in the dark because my wife and my son are sleeping. So I'm not hiding. Taiwan. In the 90s, driving to Alaska through Canada, I had to show minimum of 2,000 cash in order for border crossing destination Alaska. Prevent vagrancy, I was told. Yeah, so okay, let's check where is this Taiwan. Just to see, I mean, I know there's someone somewhere next China, yes, something like that, yes. This one, Taiwan. Anyway, it's expensive country, I think, to live in, and they ask a lot also. Okay, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, it's very cheap to go there and to live there, and they give Nomad Visa. I would say Sri Lanka is interesting, but how much they need? I mean, it's not clear here. Hello, Amir. Nice to see you. Hello, everyone who is joining and watching. Okay. Tomorrow we may have to leave our apartment because maybe the real estate with the owner will come and they will tell us, they will give us the money and we will leave Nomad Visa. So let's see, it's not clear about Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, Nomad Visa, how much they ask for income. Nomad Visa. It's not clear. Like you pay for it, wait for approval in 24 hours. 24 hours. Okay. 24 hours they can give you Nomad. It's the visa for how to say, for freelancers. By the way, it's a good question. I was like looking for nomad meaning. Nomad people who live from one country to another. Yeah. Member of people that travels from place to place to find fresh pasture for its animal and has no any person who does not stay long in the same place. Yeah, so nomad. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Sri Lanka. No, I still, I mean, can't find about Sri Lanka again. How much the income they need. But most likely it's not a lot. We have some crazy rules here. It's not clear. But anyway, I don't think they have just kind of just have kind of prices for visas, and different prices are here. Okay. But they are not saying how much should be the person earning. It's not clear. Person with an online job, as long as they have internet, they can work anywhere. Yeah. For some reason, I can't even like find Nomad Visa for Sri Lanka. How much is that? How much income needed? But I don't think, I mean, it's a lot. Because Sri Lanka, it's they have like two options to buy visa, or for 6 months or 90 days. So you can buy it for 6 months, like for $100 or something like that. It's cheap, and you can there if you can buy the visa. So why you need the income? So here here's like 180 days for $150. Like if you want 270 days extension, you pay $200 over, and this is overstay. So this is they have kind of nomad visa, so you just buy it, and it doesn't matter how much you earn or something like that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like this stream. If you didn't like it yet, hit that like button. Thailand. I have a friend in Thailand. He's an American and he's living in Thailand for a long time. He's a trader and he's a very cool guy. His name is Dan. Okay. Thailand. Income to prove 80,000 a year. Ooh. But they give you the visa for 10 years. Whoa. So if you have 80,000 a year, you can go to Thailand for 10 years and enjoy your life there with Asian people and with cheap prices as well. They don't have like for some people, it's not that expensive Thailand to live in. I don't know, that's what I heard before from the friend. And let's see. Okay, Malaysia. Malaysia income to prove 24,000 per year. It's about $2,000 a month. Yeah. Malaysia, it's also next Taiwan and something like that. Malaysia. So Malaysia, it's not the case for us. Maybe Sri Lanka. Just pay and enjoy it. Okay. Mauritius. It's also kind of yeah, Sri Lanka was very cheap cost of living. Why was? It's not now? Mauritius. Wow. Like it's situated here, like in the Africa, like next to the Madagascar. Very little one. Yeah, but I'm afraid of those little islands. On your location, independent business or work remotely for a company outside. Yeah. The visa is free. And you can go there. Live in the island. Maybe they have like problem with the internet, with a lot of things. Anyway, I mean, it's a little bit scary to live there. Cape Verde. Also looks like 1,500 per month. Okay, Cape Verde, let's check. Also, an island. I'm afraid of those islands. It's not that far from Algeria, by the way. 1,500. Okay. Seychelles. Those are also islands. Income. It's unknown, but I don't know, just take a look at it. It's good to see you prospering and getting bigger on the internet. How is Bogdan and Sasha? They are good. They are sleeping finally. Because when Bogdan is awake, he makes a lot of noise. He will not let me stream. This Seychelles also island. So I don't know if someone want to risk and go to the island to live. So here we go. Namibia. Namibia is African country. 2,000. Oh, even Namibia asked for 2,000 income. Oh. And it's somewhere in Africa. Oh. It's here. Next to South Africa. 2,000. Oh, hello, John Doe. Where have you been? Welcome everybody who is watching. Like, we have 37 people. Cool. Nice to see you. It seems that like this topic of Nomad Visa is very interesting. So $2,000 for Namibia to have 6-month visa there. Anyway, even that, it's not for us. For me, I mean personally. For you, I don't know. North Macedonia. North Macedonia seems to be beautiful. Internet fixed. Cost of living. It's not clear how much. Nomad Visa. Yeah, like this stream, please, if you didn't like it. Let me be famous. I want to be famous. Oh, North Macedonia. It's next to Serbia, next to Albania. Nice. Yeah, it's a little bit easy there. I believe in the USA would get a statement in January feeling income tax. So we tax me. Yeah, but if I will leave it for Russian country, I mean for going to a Russian bank, I will still not pay any tax. But they in the future maybe even non-sanctioned banks, they will not be paid by YouTube. That's what I expect in the future. Anyway, North Macedonia, we have digital nomad visa. North Macedonia, how much the income? I think North Macedonia is something like Albania. So all the time, like, I mean, how long we are discussing this. So all this time we find out that the good option for us is or Portugal or Albania. No, John Doe, it didn't affect me. Maybe only morally. Maybe it shaken my brain. The earthquake. Thanks God, we were saved. I mean, we just felt the shake. Namibia is nice. Although the details are not finalized, the country may launch it. The visa digital nomad can begin looking into this program to know what to expect. Okay, North Macedonia, Nomad Visa. Let's check. This is called doing your own research. That's what we are doing now. Oh, The wage is only $3,300. Wow, 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 wow. It's an option. North Macedonia, it's an option for us. For how long they give the visa? It's not clear, but it's an option. For how long? Anyway, I will learn about this. So it's an option. It's cheap or so. I mean, they don't require big income. And just a little information about you. And I still don't think that they mean by that passive income. They mean any income. For my, I mean my perspective. If you are freelancer, that means you are working online, and at least you have to have that income. In my opinion, I don't think it's like passive income. Maybe email North Macedonia Embassy. Yeah, okay. Let's move to the next. How long we are streaming? 1 hour and 11. Okay, I will open this also to anyone to join. I will turn on Skype soon, very soon. And you can join me here and we can also discuss this topic like in my stream. Anyone is welcome to join. Let me just finish. We have like 51 countries giving the Nomad Visa. North Macedonia, it's an option. I added that, I bookmarked that, so it's an option. So we found like 3 options now. Albania, Portuguese, and North Macedonia. I mean, this is the thing that we wanted. I mean, if we earn, I mean, we don't want to right away to go like refugees. We want to look like, to go like normal people. I mean, I still think your best bet to find a job in another country as often in the country. Yeah, of course. I will be happy to find a job in another country. If I will get the Nomad Visa, I mean, if it's possible to get the work permission, why not? It's here in Turkey. If you are a tourist, you are not allowed to work. In Turkey, you are not allowed to work if you are you entered with tourist visa. I know about those nomad visas. Maybe I will be a freelancer, and at the same time I can work there like a translator, and I am all open for work. I want to work. I mean, Serbia. Okay, Serbia. Also, they have nomad visa. The income required are pretty steep at 3,500 when compared to neighbor countries like Romania country. 3,500 a month, they mean? I don't think so, maybe. Serbia. It's too expensive maybe for Serbia. Like the wage that they have, like not that high. Okay, let's see. Schengen zone. So they give like 30 days to quick visa facts, 90 days to 1 year. Minimum income requirements. 3,500 a month. Ooh. Serbia. Sorry. You're not our option. Digital nomad visa. But anyway, if anyone want to go there, so go there. Maybe some people want just to explore countries they have never been to. Okay, Montenegro. Montenegro also, they don't mention anything here. They have DN visa. I don't know. Let's see how much. So we have for now, like North Macedonia, Albania, Portuguese. Okay, Montenegro. What What is the income they need? Okay. It's a good website. I don't see here the income. Anyway, I mean, I can look into that after, maybe. Okay. Living cost, blah blah blah. Rented between. Okay. I don't see here. Let me. Okay. You never have day without, blah blah blah. Anyway, I will check about Montenegro later to not waste the time. So we have Indonesia, Bali. Most likely, maybe they don't also. Anyway, I'm adding all this. They don't need, like most of Asian countries, maybe they don't need the minimum income per month. Okay. Italy. 1 year. Only high skilled workers. Most likely they also will ask some income. Okay, the other countries that are left, I will discuss them with the Skype with anyone. So we have like Italy, Colombia, South Africa, Argentina, Goa. Okay, somebody already talked about Goa. Okay. I would love to go to Italy. Okay, let me open the Skype call. Anyone can join, by the way. I will share the link with you. And if you want to join me, you're welcome here. Russian. You don't need even an account. You just join by the link. I will turn off this camera to make the other one working. Now you should see me. Okay. Anyone, if you want to join, let me know in the comments and you can join me in the discussion here and we can have fun talking about the nomad visas in the world. It's really cool. Okay, and I have like the invitation link. I am sharing it in the chat and anyone can join. Okay. Let me maybe at least show myself a little bit. Like this, and the Nomad Visa website. Okay. Italy. Let's learn about Italy. Okay. Like this. Italy. Italy Nomad Visa. No. Nomad Visa. Because it's not clear here as well about Italy how much the minimum income needed. So let's check some websites. Proof of accommodation. You must prove that you have fund accommodate Italy. So somebody joined it, I think. No. Okay, I'm mistaken. Okay. You must prove that you have fund accommodation in Italy. You can submit a rental agreement. You have to. It's a rental agreement. Valid passports. It's not clear how much. It's rude. Why you think so? Okay, it's not clear here in the beginning. Please feel free to join Alpha by using Skype above. Yes, you can just click on the link and join me and we will talk. You can join even without the camera, just with the voice if you want. And we can talk here and enjoy. It will be fun to do. Otherwise, I will continue learning about this. Have an annual gross income at least 8,000 that was earned 1 year prior to the visa. That's what I was talking about. Like they can ask you for the income that you had the previous year. I mean, all the year you have to prove that. Welcome, Heather. Your ex is Italian. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I think in Italy they use maybe euro and it would be high. The income they would ask would be high. I can't find anything. Cost of living. You see, like 1,000 in Rome, for example, 1,300. Like maybe 1,000 a month, maybe. Anyway, Italy is nice. Colombia. Colombia, it's in the Latin America. And here also they don't write. Okay. The new visa, blah, blah, blah. Create that foreigners country work remotely foreigner. Okay, let me check here. The most important thing, they don't write directly. I don't know why in these countries in that website didn't have the details. Most of those the countries we mentioned before, we found all the details how much it's needed to. You can rewatch the stream. How much is needed to have this kind of visa. Anyway, Colombia is just like, I mean, like Brazil and others. I think Colombia, it's also cheap. I mean, it's also easy. The problem of those countries is just it's expensive to go there. For us, with my child and my wife, like 2,500. You see, like they get paid $285,000, $285 per month. Ah, it's a one bedroom. No, it's not. Anyway, I mean, I don't think their minimum income is high. That's asked from nomads. Okay. Colombia. South Africa, 3,000 a month. 3,000 a month. South Korea is also not clear. Belize, part of Indonesia, rich part. How about joining the Skype link above? Yeah, you can join. Anyone can join if you want. Yeah, Portugal and Albania and North Macedonia are in consideration for me. Those are like, I mean, they don't ask a lot for nomad visas. At least we will spend 1 year there and let's see later where to go. Okay, South Korea. It's not clear here. Albania as well. How is it? Portugal, Albania, and North Macedonia. All of those are considered for me because the income that they ask is not that high, and I can prove it. I think if they don't mean that passive income, not passive income, because we had like a discussion here if it's that the money you earn or that's passive income from crypto or investment or something like that. For me, maybe I am mistaken. I think it's the passive, not passive income, but the money that you earn. Hello, traveler. Restless traveler. Seems to be you know a lot of things about nomad visas, maybe. Okay. I can't find also this. They make it hard. 3 days ago, this information about North Korea. South or north? Whoa, wait a moment. South. I don't think North Korea will make a nomad visa. New visas, digital nomads. So how much they need to pay? Because my wife teaches Korean, and who knows. But their life is expensive there. But it seems to be that South Korea also has an option. So hello, somebody is joining. Oh, hi, Emir. Nice to see you. Let me put the headphones. Nice to see you. Wait a moment. Okay. Finally, I could collaborate with you somehow.
Good to see you all.
What? You disappeared.
For some reason, it's not connecting right.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, I hear you very well, at least. So what's your opinion about nomad visas or about everything I told in this stream?
Well, so far, I think your best bet might be North Macedonia.
Why?
Just because it seems to be a fairly easy place to get into. It doesn't seem super expensive.
In term of that's not expensive, yes. Hello. I see you now.
Ah, I'm having weird connection issues.
Ah, you think that's not that expensive, yes?
Yeah. Hang on one second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that it's easy to get there. I mean, they give visa very easy, you mean? Or visa to
Yeah,
exactly to
get the visa.
Russians?
That would be the biggest part of it because you're going to want to be able to stay someplace more than 3 months or more than 30 days. Because some of the places that you've been looking at, they only allow you to stay for what 30 days if you're not on a work visa or whatever.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I am thinking about doing because I think the Nomad Visa it's possible to apply for it online.
I would try it. Why not? What have you got to lose, really,
Yeah,
at this point? Because Turkey's not been that good to you.
yeah. I mean, I can just, for example, apply for it and wait. Like for example, like that's just an example I learned about Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, you go apply for it, and 24 hours they like you pay online, and you get the visa in 24 hours. You don't have even to go to the consulate or any paperwork to do.
Yeah, I'd be careful of Sri Lanka. It's very unstable right now, and they're an island nation, and they get hit with storms. And they have, in the past couple of months, they had an issue where they ran completely out of fuel and
Mm.
food
Oh,
because they have to import everything.
yeah.
So you might want to check on that.
Yeah, yeah. I guess you told me already about that. That it's better to not go there.
Yeah, I'd steer clear of it. Namibia sounds kind of cool. It's pretty stable
Hmm.
and the weather's good.
Yeah. I mean, they also in Sri Lanka. I think they have problem with electricity. They could have problem with internet. I mean, it's an island.
Now, I'd hate to see you get into a nightmare scenario, and that might be one.
Where?
Sri Lanka.
Ah, yeah. And for me,
I'm not
like,
saying it is.
what?
I'm not saying it is a problem, but it could be.
It could be, yes, yes. So it's better to not risk. I mean, we didn't know, for example, about the earthquake in Turkey, but we went. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're dealing with a hostile environment now,
Yeah,
and
and
that's not good.
yeah. Maybe tomorrow we will have to leave. I mean, we leave the apartment, but when we leave the country, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if the guy will give us like the money, and I told him like he said like, do will you leave immediately? I told him yes, we will leave immediately. Just give us our money, and
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. So what do you think about Korea, South Korea?
South Korea would be interesting. They do speak English in a lot of the country. Um,
Uh,
very technologically advanced. Their internet is amazing, from what I've heard. Um, might be kind of a high cost of living. I don't know what the cost of living is.
it could be, for example, my wife. She said when she lived there, they were giving her $800 a month for studying there, and
Oh,
it was enough for her to pay her the rent. But she was alone, not with family. She was like paying only for a room and to live there for $800. But now I don't know. It was like a few years ago. I mean, before we get married, like like
right.
eight, not eight. I mean, yeah, maybe 8, 9 years ago, something like that. A long time ago.
Yeah. Well, it's changed since then too. So
Yeah, and I
don't know
don't
what
think
that.
that North Korea will give any digital nomad visas.
I don't think you'd be happy there. I heard their cuisine's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. Now a lot of people are afraid that Russia will turn to North Korea.
Seems like it's turning into North Korea
Yeah.
from what been seeing, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, the just for people to know that South Korea, they have the Nomad Visa, and maybe some people will be interested. There are like two other countries left I want to talk about. So Argentina, what do you know about Argentina?
I like Argentinian beef.
Mm-hmm.
They're big into cattle.
Ah.
Argentina seems like it would be kind of a nice place to go.
I've been told about Argentina that they have a problem with the currency, and if you kind of exchange the currency in the bank or in other places, it's different rate, and you can, I mean, I don't know, like you exchange $100, it will give you like $20 or something like that. I don't know what they meant by that. Inflation or something.
Right. You're going to run into exchange rate issues any country you go to, but I don't know what their deal is with that. I have no clue.
Kind of, and I haven't seen like the Argentina's peso. It's going like crazy. Like I mean, like in only 5 days it's going down. Like
Really?
yeah, Argentina peso vs USD. So you can, there is a chart. So you see it like going like down in only 1 month. You know, in only 1 month, always going down. In for example, 5 days, it went okay. 5 days, it's not that hard, but 1 year, always going down. 5 years, always going down. I mean, the price of their currency.
Right.
I don't know about the US. Do you know that they give you Nomad Visa or not?
I don't know. I've not heard of such a thing, but that's not surprising. I hadn't looked into it very much.
Yeah, it seems to be like the coolest country, so they have to have this option.
Right. Well, you're a YouTuber.
Yeah. By the way, Amir, did you live in another country before, or did you visit some countries?
I have never lived in another country. I've visited just let's see. I've visited Mexico. Puerto Rico is a island, but it's U.S. territory.
Mm.
There's another place that was in the Caribbean that I visited, and it was a little island nation and
Oh,
famous for
Caribbean.
penguins.
Cool.
Yeah. So I've been a few places. I've been to Canada.
You've been
Stuff
to
like
Canada, so
yeah.
cool. So, what is like the impression you have between like what do you feel the difference between Canada and US?
The differences aren't that great. I mean, basically, Canada is a lot like the U.S.,
Mm-hmm.
except for um, what is it? The Quebec. That's very French. The
Ah.
culture is kind of different there, but it's still a cool place.
Hmm. Do you speak any French, by the way?
Je parle un peu de français, comme ça.
Ah. Un petit peu. Okay. So you see, I am looking here. Even US, they have kind of nomad visas.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they give them for Russians or not, but they have it.
I would get in touch with an embassy and find out because that might be a viable option to get over here on a Nomad Visa and
Yeah.
see where it goes from there.
Yeah, we can see in the future, yes. Anyway, I mean, we are in touch. We can
Yeah,
think about it.
I'll
Okay.
see what I can dig up.
Yeah, you can always tell me if you find any information about that.
Sure will.
Yeah, so
I'm going to be traveling the next few days, so I'm not going to have time to do anything. I
sure.
got to leave early in the morning, so
Sure. Cool.
what that's worth.
So Argentina, maybe it's not the case because of the inflation they have. I don't know. Oh, and the exchange of money. And the last country I want to talk about, like it's Goa here.
Is where?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
Goa, called Goa in India. State, I think. Yeah. Oh, hello. Somebody else as well joined.
Hi.
Hello, Sharon. Happy
Hello,
Cappy.
Happy Cappy.
Nice to see you.
Happy.
So, what do you know about the Nomad visas?
Nothing. It's just what I Googled.
Yeah,
I just Googled.
we kind of like finished the topic. Usually, I mean, in this we can just chill and just talk a little bit about any topic.
There is something with the voice that I need to. I'm hearing like a reverb.
Maybe you need to turn off the voice in YouTube or in Skype, in one of them, so you will not hear one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So nice to see you.
Good to meet you too.
Yeah.
You're the only person I think I've ever streamed with online.
Yeah.
And I recognize your friendly face from Alex's stream, Amir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I
Good
think
to meet you too, finally.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I think Amir as well. Amir, did you participated in streams like this?
Yeah, Alex and I had pizza together. The first week in the US, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was a week.
I remember that stream and that video. I mean, did you do something like this? I mean, online?
You know what? I think, this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this, which I think is really innovative, and I think it's really, really smart of you.
Yeah, I just had this idea to make people like participate in my stream. It will be like a half Russian is like a hub for people. Anyone can join.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Zoom is expensive too, from what I've heard. I've never done that either.
Zoom is crazy expensive, and the free version of Zoom is like 40 minutes or only they give. And here we can, I mean,
that's nothing.
Wherever.
Not with the way our group talks.
Yeah.
We like to talk.
Yeah.
So, there's your puppy.
That's Popo.
Okay, I think I've heard people talk about I believe in
His
chat.
brother Chewy is over on the couch right now.
Yeah.
And he had major surgery, but he's doing better.
Oh, he's gonna be okay?
Yeah. He had spinal fusion basically. Because he blew out a disc in his neck, and he's a Chewini. So he thinks he's super dog and tries to fly off the couch. And that's not gonna happen.
Man. Yeah.
It's called Chihuahua, no?
It's a Chewini. It's a mix between a Chihuahua and a Dachshund.
Chihuahua. Chewini.
Yep.
Chewini.
Cool. And Popo got all the Chihuahua genes. He looks like the Yokiero Taco Bell dog. And his brother looks like a big golden Dachshund with a yellow face. He's a mess.
I am more cat person. I love cats more than dogs.
I have 2 cats, but I don't know where they are. So
I have 5 cats.
5. Okay.
Yeah, 3 dogs.
These are my people.
Oh,
yeah, cats are my people too.
Happy Cappy, you have like a light there. You are also a YouTuber or what?
No. I am a clothing reseller, so I'm an online seller. I have a couple stores.
So you need that light for
vintage.
For marketing or something.
This over here is a light box. So, and I put things in there and photograph. And those I've got my big lights, and then I've got a mannequin in the other room. So,
cool.
Bedroom, yeah. So I play dress up all day.
So you are also kind of freelancer.
exactly. Hustle.
Yeah.
And it's slow right now because people haven't gotten their taxes back. A lot of people haven't yet.
Yeah.
So, and the holidays are just over. So it's slow.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's what I do. Used to that. That's why I'm always online at this time. That's why I catch all the streams. So, because you'll see me in a couple of them.
I see in that room someone moving, a cat. I think I see your cat.
There's Rosie and Charlotte, possibly in there in the bedroom.
Mm.
So they'll come out.
Cool.
So I have fat cats.
What are the countries you visited before?
Me? I went to Canada when I was a kid before they needed a passport. So we just drove up to the border and they let us through. We family vacation. We drove from Florida to Canada up through Detroit, and then we crossed over through Ontario and came out at Niagara Falls and then drove back down. And it was fun. That's the one time I've left the country. So,
I mean,
but I've moved all over the US. I've lived everywhere, pretty much. Not everywhere, but a lot of places. I'd like to travel.
Did you live in the, I think Amir is in Texas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did you live in Texas as well?
I'm out in Salt Lake City, Utah right now.
That's where I'm going tomorrow.
To what?
That's where I'm going tomorrow.
Really? That's where
Yeah.
I live. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
boring here. So,
I
but
gotta do
what are
some
you
stuff
doing
in
out here?
Draper. I got to do some stuff in Draper. Goal Zero is based out of there.
I live just north of Draper.
Okay, cool.
Well, I live up. I don't know if I want to say the name of the area. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's south
General,
of General. Okay, the Murray, Midvale, all that, West Valley, all that area, Taylorsville, South Jordan, kind of in that mix. I'm not going to say which,
right.
But yeah, I'm in one of those, and so I'm not that far from you. It's like a 20-minute train ride to get down to Draper.
Oh,
I'm not going there, but I'm just saying that's how close. That's how close it is.
You should meet, guys.
No, I'm not that social in person.
It would be cool.
Yeah, I'm not that social. We are not the YouTubers. You are.
Yeah, we like to meet. But anyway, I mean, we will feel cool. I mean, me and all other YouTubers who kind of connected you.
Isn't that crazy? How all these worlds kind of overlapped in such a short time.
It's just a little town.
Yeah, from all over the world, and all of a sudden, everybody. I'm not even seeing chat, so I'm relying on you. So for that,
yeah, it's hard to when I talk to people, like it's hard for me to follow the chat. I mean, let people talk and enjoy. Yeah. So most American people usually they go only to Canada.
No, I just haven't. I'd like to travel, but it's a money thing.
I mean, you love to go to Canada more.
I think it depends on what part of the U.S. you live in. Like people in the southern states, I know friends online that they routinely go down to Mexico and San Diego, and they'll go across just for the day and take the girls. And I know people here that do that. They'll run down, but I don't. And then I know up north, if you live upstate New York or something, I could see jumping over to Toronto or something like that. But depending on where you live. And then when I lived in Florida, the school I went to, I would hear stories of other kids. They would just go to the Bahamas for the weekend. And it's like, what? But the families would have a boat. This was down in Palm Beach County. And they would go to the Bahamas for the weekend. Like, must be nice. But, it must be nice, actually. So, but yeah. And do you hear about things like that in Texas? A lot of people going down to Mexico or?
Yeah, that's basically Cozumel and Cancun are like the backyard. And then sometimes people run down to Belize or even Honduras or Panama.
Wow.
And my buddy flies for Southwest, and he sometimes has to do flights down to El Salvador.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know much about South America, or Central America.
Central America it's kind of a strange little place. There's so many different cultures and customs packed into like this little strip of land. It's kind of neat.
Well, I know Costa Rica is really a great place to vacation to because you have the rainforest there. You've got, I mean, you could be ziplining and then going to a volcano later in the afternoon. So I've heard. So, but, and I'd like to visit there one day, but as a tourist. But just because the biomes are so diverse.
It's strange that the life is expensive in those countries. I mean, in those islands between the two America, the north one and.
Oh, like Bermuda. He's referring to Bermuda and
okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, just off the northern coast.
Yep.
I know there's Bahamas and then Barbados.
Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados, and there's a few down there.
Well, I know Bermuda is a territory of the UK, I believe.
Yep.
There's a couple of them down there that are territories of the UK, so that might have something to do with it.
Yep.
No, and then they've got to bring in
an island or two down there too. The Dutch have an island or two down there too. I don't remember which ones they are.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Do you plan to go in the future to any countries, guys?
Me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of places I'd like to go. I'd like to go to Korea, but oh gosh, I'd like to go to the Western Europe. I'd like to run around through there, through Germany and Amsterdam, see Amsterdam, and there's a lot of historical through there. Maybe France, that would be fun. But I don't know. There's so many great places to visit that it's kind of.
The world is big.
Yeah, it's huge now, and it's if you have time to plan for it,
it's at the same time.
Yeah.
Are you planning to go anywhere, Amir, as well in the future?
I would like to. Actually, I wouldn't mind. I would have liked to have seen Russia prior to the invasion, and there was some areas that just looked spectacular. Mainly southern Russia.
But not now, I think.
Not now, no. I'm good.
Yeah. It's better to not go there.
I would like to see. I would like to see Europe. I'd like to see Scandinavia. I would like to see Scotland because I have some Scottish blood. I also have Basque blood, which is Andorra. My mother was of French descent.
It's nice that the American passport gives you the freedom to visit almost all the countries.
And then I don't. I have the freedom to do it, but I don't. I'd like to go to Belgium and Bruges and all of that. That would be amazing. That's the history is in so many places. When we think of history here in the U.S., it's so short, because although our country has been here, but so much was destroyed. So
I think you can go to most countries without visa, like Americans, I mean.
Yeah.
You're lucky people.
I think I change jobs.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Well, you see how much struggle we have, I mean, as Russians, like.
Oh, I feel for you.
To go somewhere.
I couldn't even imagine.
Close, I mean.
Yeah, I moved somewhere about let's say I started in Florida, and then I lived in New York City for a little over a decade, Manhattan, and then I went to Minneapolis for 3 years, and now I'm here for 9 years. 9 years, almost here. So they're so very different. So I think I like New York the best, but I don't drive, so public transportation matters. I drive, but I don't have a car. So
I also feel that Americans love their country. I mean, they don't like to if they will leave it like for just for a while for a vacation, and they always come back to it. What do you think about that, guys?
Yeah. I guess that's kind of a fair assessment.
Yeah.
it's family and things like that, though, too. I mean, it's no place like home type feeling. I think anybody would feel that leaving home. Doesn't matter where you go from.
Hmm.
You know, you see people immigrate here, but then once they're able, they go home because they miss their family. They miss home, the home country.
Hmm.
So I don't know. And there's a lot of expats living all over the world. Because it's so much cheaper and you can retire so much cheaper, because here our medical healthcare system, you get sick once and you're done. That's everything you save up your entire life could be gone like this.
Oh.
Just from one hospitalization, everything, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. If
Yes.
something happens to you, completely out of your control, and you could have your finances and everything set up to have a comfortable, nice life.
Hmm.
And if you get sick the wrong way, as you're older, then you literally could go from having a lot to leave, an entire life's work, and a lot to leave your family, your children, to nothing. And just from one illness. And
Crazy.
that's the part about being an American citizen here and getting sick and all that. So I think a lot of people, I could see the draw to go to other countries and retire, and
maybe I think most of people, because I talk with with a lot of American people from with Canada, etc. Most of people who are immigrating to US, they don't know all those stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's not something, I mean, well, we talk about it, though. We talk about the healthcare system. It's really hotly debated here. And, which we're, but
It's
yeah, that's
become
something that
corrupt,
people don't.
in my opinion. It's become quite corrupt, in my opinion.
Mm.
I just had to go through a few years ago watching my dad decline inside of a month. And
Oh,
then
man.
and then his wife passed away 41 days later. And she had actually had stage 4 breast cancer, metastatic breast cancer, since 98, and had been working all the way up until 2015 or 2014 when she finally retired.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. And besides that, I think also like the food is expensive. Today, for example, I created a video about the bills, and people told me how much they pay bills for in the US. It's crazy.
People figure it out, though. And it depends on where you live and how, I wouldn't say smart, because that's not the right word, resourceful you are, and where you live and the opportunities around you. I mean, we've got grocery stores here with the markdowns. Kroger's has the markdowns, and there's ways to shop where you can get it down really low, and even without going on government assistance. And if you really get hungry, for the poor, depending on where you are, some places, Salt Lake City has food pantries everywhere, and they have a lot that gets thrown out. They'll practically shove it on people. It's like that work there. They're like, here, take this, because they don't want it to spoil. But it's different everywhere. It's almost like different countries here, because people can say, oh, it costs such little to live, but then you look at the other person, oh, you need a car, or it's completely different depending on where you are, and completely different experience. So, I mean, the federal laws are the only thing really that we haven't. That's some of the only thing that we have in common, I would think. But
is it that true that there are places where they feed people? I mean, nobody will stay hungry or something like that.
There's places you can go to a Sikh, I think that's how pronounce it, Sikh temple. There's places that people have learned to seek out that will help. Some churches, I know in the South, churches are really known for that, growing up down there. But there's, it's out there, but sometimes it's hard to get to, especially if you're rural, which is where the cheap housing tends to be. and getting to those resources are really, really hard. And, you know, because if you don't drive and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, 40, 50 miles.
Yeah.
But,
So there's a problem also of transportation because, for example, people like me and my wife are used to live in such places where Russia, here in Turkey, there are a lot of buses. I mean, it's really awesome here. I mean,
yeah.
in this term, maybe in US, it's very hard without a car.
Well, it would have to be walkable, a city that's walkable. And there's smaller walkable cities. They're starting to design them that way now. So, and the city planners are leaning towards that and mixing commercial and residential now. You'll see a lot of that. But, you know, because that's the way things are trending to go. A lot of people are moving back to the cities now. And the younger people, a lot of them don't want to drive. So, from what I've heard. But, you know, hopefully they keep going with that city planning. But otherwise, you have to be in a city or you have to be near reliable transportation. So, because when you get somewhere smaller, there's the lack of jobs on top of that. So even if you could get a job, how are you going to get to it without a vehicle? So, but, you know, if you have a vehicle, that opens a lot up.
Sure.
It does. You can go anywhere.
Is it easy to get the permit there, like the driving permit?
Yeah, it's very easy.
Yeah.
I just did it again.
You can read English. You take a written exam to know the laws, the basic traffic laws, and then you have to take a driver's test and basically don't wreck.
If you're first coming, it depends on state by state, but I just went through this a couple of years back because I didn't drive for so long living in New York City. And I went to go get my driver's license and I had to go sit through the class and the class hours and all that just to get my license again. But I think if you have a license and you're coming in from out of country or whatever, then you might not need to take that. I don't know. But I had to do road hours and all that stuff and sit in the classroom.
They have an international driver's license that's accepted in almost all states.
Yeah. Well, I know there was a lot of immigrants in my class as well as high schoolers. And it was interesting going through all that again after, 20 years. So
Not bad.
25 years. It's like, I'm in driving school. But
in Russia, for example, they made it hard, especially to get some bribes. So it's hard to pass that exam because they always make people fail. Even if they know very well, they make them fail. I mean, they will not accept their answers or something like that, because they didn't give them anything. So it's like usual.
Bribery.
Yeah, for them, they are used to take something to make someone win. And if someone don't win, he have to do it again and again and again. If someone don't want to give other. Those bribes. Yeah, but of course, it depends. It could be good people there, but generally, if they work like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's corrupt. At the lowest level, when the DMV is corrupt.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Our DMV is just annoying.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, I just see in US that people even in very young age they get the permit. I mean, they drive.
Mm-hmm.
They have the permit also to drive, or what? Why it's so early?
You get your learner's permit, I think 16 or maybe it's 17 now. And then you can drive during daylight hours or you'll have restrictions and a parent in the car or something like that. And then after a certain amount of time, they make it a regular. That's my neighbors running the dishwasher. So sorry.
They can drive only during the day?
For a learner's permit. So there's 2 permits when you're young, when you're growing up. A learner's permit, which basically it's practice. So you might have a parent in the car with you if it's after 10 o'clock at night, or you have to prove you're going to your job, your part-time job.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
In Russia, only after 18.
And they do the driving. They do the driving school, in actual schools as well. Although I didn't do it that way, but my dad just drove me around the block a bunch of times.
I know in Texas, if you live in a rural area, you can get like a farm permit that allows you to drive all the vehicles on the farm, and you can even go from farm to farm, like if you're working in a neighborhood. And people out in the country, they drive. Same thing with, I think West Virginia is kind of similar. I know that there's people that teach their kids to drive at 13.
Mm-hmm.
So
Drive a tractor to school.
yeah,
I've seen people do that. I've actually
I
seen.
have too.
Yeah. I was like, what? He drove a tractor to his prom. Some kid in Texas, I think, actually.
Does not surprise me one bit. I see that stuff when we go up to West Virginia.
Mm.
We'll see the kids out driving. Everybody's got four-wheelers, and so
Mm.
they all hop in the four-wheeler and off they go through town. Not supposed to have them on a public road, but nobody cares.
Yeah. We used to have dirt bikes growing up in our neighborhood. All the kids on their dirt bikes all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, for maybe also like despite all that, I mean, medical situation. I mean, it's expensive and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe people are immigrating to US because you have like a different life, like
It's different.
very special.
Yeah, it's different everywhere though. There's perks anywhere you live. It depends on what you value. I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool to live in Canada. You know, I see some, I know a lot of Canadians and they're really happy there.
Oh
But
yeah, you betcha, don't you know?
but hey, I lived in Minnesota, so I'm used to that. They have a very similar, yeah.
Very similar accident or
Yeah.
accent. Yeah.
Oh, if you ever watched Fargo,
Oh
the
yeah.
movie Fargo, yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it safe to live in those vans, or I mean,
To live where?
in those, I mean, how they called, like the cars and home at the same time?
RVs?
Yes.
The RVs? My ex lives in an RV, so.
We lived in a motorhome growing up.
Yeah.
Short term, I mean, it was for a summer, but we were having our house, and that's what we had, so we lived into it. You know,
Some of them cost like 100,000 and up.
I've seen some of them.
My ex is about 100. Crazy. Like you can buy a whole house for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are so many.
One's going for $1 million.
Yeah.
There are so many movies about, like, I mean, those people who live in such cars and they always get in trouble. I don't know. Maybe it's made especially, but I don't know if is it that true?
Running from the law.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of retirees actually in RVs and retired people, and or people with wanderlust, people that want to travel, and they get an RV, and people that have jobs like yours, even they'll do it with vans too nowadays. They've got that whole van life thing, where the kids are running, well, adults, but running all over the millennials. They're running all over the country in vans, and they've got them like a little house.
They also got the tiny house movement.
Yeah, my place is 400 square feet. Mine's tiny enough.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything smaller than this. This is about, well, I have New York, but yeah.
I saw an apartment in New York City that was running for $1,200 a month, and it was 68 square feet.
Oh my God. I was a real estate agent. I was a real estate agent in New York, and the prices, people would either they thought it was really cheap and, oh, you can get this for this, because people placed fake ads on Craigslist and Backpage and stuff to get the people in, and bait and switch, which was illegal. Yeah. But they're thinking, oh, I saw this for $500 uptown. It's like, no, but I have rented things which you kind of, because rent stabilization and things like that, there's other laws up there, but yeah, now the prices up there are skyrocketed. It's what would have cost, I would say, $1,800 for a, very hard to find back then when I lived there 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Now they're going for like 3,000.
Yeah.
So I have friends that it's nuts. It's nuts.
Southern California's worse, almost.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even. Yeah, my daughter still lives in New York City, but it's crazy there.
What is the?
I got to drop off. I have to pack for my trip tomorrow, and I got to feed these dogs that are looking at me very suspiciously.
Okay.
But,
well, I'll wave at you as you fly in. Go overhead. You're going to go over me tomorrow. You know, to the airport. You literally go over.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Thank you for jumping, Amir. Thank you for being with us.
No problem. Catch y'all later.
See you the next time.
Alrighty. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to ask Sharon about the salary. I mean, in US. What do you think? I mean, the good salary that is enough to live a normal life.
Honestly, I feel really dumb about this. I would have to Google it. I would be over here Googling what is the best salary just to find out your answer. Things have changed so much. I've just lived kind of really, really frugally, and I've done eBay for 9 years, so I haven't even been in the job market. It depends on which area you live, depends on what you need, but I can't really answer that.
Yeah, but generally, I think it's about maybe 5,000 or something like that dollars.
Yeah, well, it depends on where you live. Cost of living here, you can't hear the prices like in Salt Lake. It's like if you can find apartments like one bedrooms for like 1,200, 1,300, and that's like low, but it's like buying a house here starts at 350, and this isn't even one of the big cities, you know. It's skewed, you know. My knowledge is skewed.
Yeah,
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, yeah, because the only thing that make us kind of afraid to go to US, it's the prices.
Yeah. I would be worried about coming up here about showing up to come up. Like if you showed up at the door type, kind of like what Alex did, and go through that way because of Baghdad. So I would not want to take risk getting separated.
Yeah.
If you went through that's the one thing that I would say, that if I were in your shoes, that would, because other people, I hear them mention, oh, well, 2 people came in through Alaska, somebody said in your stream, but I'm like, don't give them any idea. But because you show up it's way different if you're a single person to show up. But, you know, unless you do it, I know to come to America, I think they have something, it's online or something. They have paperwork online now, but for the Russian citizens, but I'm not even sure about that. But this is just what I hear in the chat rooms. But I don't know. I wouldn't just show up with the family because there's too high risk of separation.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, I'm looking only for kind of like visas, work visa, like something like that, like Nomad Visa or something like that. That's why.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Because the problem can happen not only in US, in Mexico as well. I mean, they have like policemen there. They can maybe, you know, they can be corrupt or something like that. So we can have trouble even with them.
I don't think there's family separation going into Mexico, though. Right? There's going to be corruption anywhere, probably. You know, there's going to be some level of corruption. I mean, if you can get into the U.S., but you'd have to, you know, I don't know. I mean, I think if I was going to get into the U.S. or something, I would plan it personally, so that way, because it takes a while sometimes to get approved, I believe, and then of course it's going to cost money and all that, and just get the wheels going on something like that. But I don't know what they would say about like asylum or anything like that, but just a regular visa. I don't know anything about any of that. That's
just I'm explaining why. I mean,
Yeah, I
We are
understand.
afraid, kind of afraid. A lot of people, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel sometimes I feel kind of how to say that I am doing the wrong thing or something, because a lot of people, they said come to US, come to US. I'm telling them that I
Everybody's,
will not come.
yeah,
It's like I don't know,
yeah,
you know.
but everybody's gonna, lots of people, you're not everybody, but you're gonna hear a lot of people and a lot of conflicting, and you just take what's given to you and kind of piece through it and do what you think is best. Don't worry about what other people think. Are you doing the right or the wrong thing? But it's kind of like you combine all that information and then pick through it and what makes sense to you, the most sense.
Yeah.
Because to one person, it may seem like a super cheap place to live. The next person, it may seem like a super expensive. So, I mean, you can have completely wildly varying ideas and answers.
Yeah.
But as I said, personally, if coming through seeking asylum, that sort of thing, I would be too scared of separation.
Yeah, sure.
Regular visa, I don't know the time frame on that. I don't know the prerequisites. I don't know any of that. So that's something to look into when you have the time. I think right now you've got something, a short-term need that needs to be met, because could be tomorrow, and you got to
Yeah.
decide, do I need to get a hotel room, or do I need to, you got to do something.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what are your options? I think Georgia, I know you're against Georgia. I think Georgia is an option just because of the long term. It's a sure thing, but then it's pricier, it's more expensive. You see other people that are living in Georgia and are making it happen, and they get by, but it may just be that wherever you move next might not be the permanent place. It might just to get to the permanent, you know, buy yourself a little more time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know. It'd be nice if it could be permanent.
Yeah,
You know, that would be good.
that's what I'm planning as well. Like the same why I created, for example, this stream about Nomad visas. I mean, anyone will, I mean, talk to me about Nomad Visa, I will send them the link, because they don't consider those obstacles. I mean, they get Nomad Visa, but I don't earn like 2,000 a month or 3,000 a month.
Right. Right now, what you need is time.
Yeah.
To get things together, get your head. There's a lot of pressure right now, and this has been kind of dumped on you. And it's nothing is your fault. What Turkey did to you, telling Russians to come in and get 1 year and this and that, they knew, you know, and then they changed on everybody. So that's not your fault. So don't even focus on any of that. Oh, and don't listen to anybody that says, well, what, you know, just tune it out and do your best. Now you possibly have somebody getting into that apartment. So that's problem number one, might be getting taken care of.
Yeah, sure.
So next is safety and a roof over your head. And until sometimes you may need a short amount of time to gather your thoughts and decide. It may not, where you go next may not be permanent, you know? I don't know. Georgia, Uzbekistan, everything's got pros and cons. So Georgia, you know, people are doing it and getting by there, but it's high cost of living, and then the language, and then, you know, but then you have Uzbekistan, which you've got community there, right? Just because you've got Constantine, and supposedly he's having breakfasts and this and that, so there's some sort of little community being built there. So there's people that are going through the same thing. And then short term, you could go to Serbia or a place like that, but that would be difficult. It wouldn't be long term. It would be short. It'd probably be expensive unless you go away from the city.
Yeah. And like kind of in Serbia also people are kind of not like 100%, but kind of supportive to the Russian government.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've been watching Sergey's threads, but yeah, I've heard that consensus. But yeah, if you look at it more though as a temporary thing than a long-term thing, it might make it a little expand your, like, where can we be safe? Where can we have food, have basic needs met until because what you have right now, you don't have is time.
Yeah, sure.
So
sure. Yeah, that's why
that's what you
I don't have to think about US or Canada now.
Yeah, what you need is time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the long term you can think about later after you get to your next step. And in that time, you could be building up your subscribers.
Yeah,
She can be building up her work. She could, so and striving towards the end game. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I talk a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's enough for the stream.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining. It was like a very enjoyable to hear you to talk with Amir. Like we are now like all like a community. We are all close to each other.
I hope others that are watching, that they kind of, when they start seeing people come in, that's why I did this, because I originally wasn't, and I kept putting it off. I'm like, oh, I got to clean my background. Oh, I don't want to just, and you could just talk too, I know, but it's kind of to encourage the others to, hey, here's another person doing it, and here's another person doing it. Kind of, once you start seeing it, and I do think it's a really novel idea to bring out community, because people are curious,
Yeah, for one side, I like people. I give the word to people, and from the other side, for example, I will practice my English that way. And for the other thing, also, I mean, we can share ideas like this, because I mean, when I am like with the audience only by writing, I'm like, I mean, I feel like I'm like the main guy here, but I want to feel like the same with my audience. They can be like me, they can stream with me, they can be a part of this channel as well.
Well, it's kind of fun once you forget that you've got 40 people or however many sitting there watching you, and you get self-conscious. But once you forget about that, then you're okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But, I mean, we talk all like the first hour. I can interact with them, but after that, people who will join. Unless of course they will be like polite and everything, like you and Emir, like not friendly, good people, because we never know in the future.
They're all friendly, good people.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, you've got a good community going here.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody's really nice. Okay, everybody, bye.
Thank you.
Whoever's still here,
very much.
thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
I'm logging.
Bye. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for joining the stream. It was really fun. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like the idea. In the future, I will do like also the same. If I will, have the opportunity with good internet and everything, because we never know. If we leave very soon this apartment, so we may, I don't know. It would be a struggle to stream. That's why, I mean, this stream went too long. Maybe that's the reason. And the next ones will be, I don't know when. I hope tomorrow, if we will not leave. Yeah. Joe wants to join. I don't know. He can join. You want to join here? I will send the link and wait for you a little bit. Where is the link? Where is the link? Let me check here. Link to the group. Invite. Here is the link. Copy. Can join for a while. I'm afraid that what to say? Forget what to say. Oh, like this stream. We have 36 people watching. It will be 10 minutes before I join. Oh, no, 10 minutes is very long. I mean, it's very late here and I am already streaming so I hope to see you the next time for 2 hours and a half. Yeah, so sorry about that. I need to finish this. See you in our next streams. My next streams. Our next stream is already like our channel. Yeah, thank you, Happy Cappy, for joining. It was very fun. It was very good. And see you in my next videos and streams. Goodbye, everyone.